we're all part of a homeschool group, and you know, we get together for different holidays, and my kids love going to stuff like that because there are kids everywhere, and they get to run around and play, and you know,
with all the families, but all the children, and there's many children all at one time, and we have what's called for All Hallows Eve instead of Halloween, which is All Hallows Eve, the eve before All Saints. Our children, our homeschool group, we get together. Before that, though, we have a lot of planning for it.
We have to prepare and
they
learn a speech and learn about their saint and these things, and then they go and they get up and actually give a speech in front of a bunch of people
on the microphone.
And on the microphone.
Public speaking.
Right.
They do a very good job.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I think that has helped my children, with not being so shy. Being able to do that.
We go to the first part of that. We have to pick a saint, and they're so excited. Months before, they say, "Mom, I want to be Saint George," and the little boys pick the saints with the sword and shield.
Yes, of course,
and the ladies,
it's fun.
the little girls pick
the
princess,
right,
and the queens.
So even we're talking about one event that we have in our homeschool group, but that involves you choose a saint, you learn about a saint, you learn how to write a report and give a public speaking. We learn how to sew because we sew the costumes, we make the props that might go to the costumes, and they get a report and candy and fun and games, and those are the types of things that homeschoolers do that socialize and are able to interact with everyone else.
Right, and also we know who all the families are. That's one thing when your kids in school, they have a lot of friends, but you don't know the families.
The families are, right.
That's a benefit too.
Right.
What I love too is all of our children grow up together. They make their first communion together, and then they graduate together, and we're there for it all. The whole school, pretty much, if you can come, always comes to support, even though you might not have a student making their first communion or a graduation.
Right, you still come.
It's very supportive.
Yeah.
So thank you guys, our friends out there.
Yeah. And Missy, you had a friend tell you about growing up watching the children.
Right. She had read something, or someone told her that for a first grade teacher, the teacher only sees the grade, the age level at that time, first grade. But we as homeschool moms were able to go to second grade with them, and third grade, and graduation.
You see them progress.
You see the progress. You see the development. And we learn and we grow together as a family.
I think I've learned more through homeschooling than I did in school.
Right, me too.
I learned what I didn't learn, and it's fun. I'm enjoying it.
It's a relaxed atmosphere, a loving atmosphere, and like Casey said, you know your children, you know their personality, their temperaments.
Right.
Yeah. And like a lot of children, like I know my little son is going through burnout. He gets burnout quick because he's a little boy. He wants to get his energy. So, and then those are some of the things that you learn how to deal with, and William helps out with those things. Our husbands help us out with those.
Keeping things organized.
Keeping it organized, which brings us to another part of homeschool is you should have some type of structure. Some are more disciplined and some are more relaxed, but at least some type of structure and some kind of schedule. We should be neat, and we should have
doing things on time.
Yeah.
Having a time to get up, a snack time or break.
Right.
Lunch time, a break in the afternoon is what we do, and then supper time, and then our family rosary time, and everybody knows what's going on at that particular time. We need to meet here, we need to meet there.
Yeah.
And we have it set up where the older kids, they'll watch the smaller, I only have one that's the smallest, but but she, like Gabrielle will take the baby at one point just for an hour or so, and then Andrew will take her for an hour or so, and then that way it's not too much on her and it's not too much on him, and then everybody still does school and it's not a distraction. So that's a type of water. It just keeps things moving in a fluent manner.
Whenever your child graduates, the mother feels very fulfilled. Well, I'm sure you both have had graduates,
right?
And because you've been a part of the process.
Right.
You know, so I bet it's very
To
fulfilling.
grow with
It
them all
is.
the way.
It's, yeah, you grow through all the way to the end.
Mhm.
To teaching them how to read
Mhm.
is exciting.
Yeah,
And
it's when they go from the unknown
Right.
to the known.
Uh-huh.
It's
Mhm.
just it's mind blowing.
When you see it
know?
click, you know,
Yeah,
you see the
you
light
do.
bulb go off. It's like, you know, they finally got it.
Yeah, it is. It's very neat.
they're understanding it, and
Mhm.
there's so many resources
Right.
to be able to teach, where you have teachers' manuals, you
Mhm.
have solution manuals, there's CDs and DVDs and
Even
books.
the
and
internet has a lot of
Right.
free
And
material.
the library is a great
Library,
source too.
mhm.
you know,
answer keys and everything.
all kinds of things.
Yeah.
To help you through if you may not be familiar with homeschooling, or you may not, you say, well, how do you do this? And we do have testing also. We do
Mhm.
a testing program
Right.
together. So they're able to be tested, that we can see their progress, that we
Right.
maybe need
Know
to
what
work
they
on
need to
something.
work on, right?
We need to
Mhm.
work on it, or you see where they understand a certain thing.
Right.